Hi guys, and welcome to Trucking Along with Kiersey. That's me, your positive voice in trucking. Today I want to talk about what it is that trainers expect from new students. Most people are really nervous when they're getting on a truck with a stranger, and guess what? The trainers are nervous getting on the trucks with strangers too. So I want to discuss what it is that I look for in a new student, and if you apply some of these principles, then it's going to make life a lot easier for you on the road because it'll diminish some of the conflict that you might have. So, be right back. You have a 10-hour break in between drive shifts. Sometimes it's more. Sometimes I can say, hey, we're going to be here for 12 hours. Sometimes I can say we're going to be here for 24 hours. And for me, that's my signal to you, and I will tell students, go do whatever personal needs you need to take care of. If you need to go get an Uber and go to Walmart and grab some stuff and pick some things up, then do it. If you need to go take a shower, if you need to do laundry, I am not going to sit here and remind you, yo, go do your laundry. Do you have clean underwear today, my son? No, it's not happening. That's not my job. So be an adult. If I say we're going to be leaving out at noon today, I expect you to have already gone and eaten, brushed your teeth, took your shower, or did whatever you needed to do in order to be leaving by noon. And the same goes even when you're teaming. You know you have a 10-hour break. If you need to set your alarm clock at the 9th hour so that you're awake enough to be able to drive, that's on you. I'm not going to sit here and keep waking you up like a child. You don't want me to treat you like a child, so don't act like a child. This is a job. Now, there are going to be times that, somebody might be tired or somebody could be sick. Well, then you just have to tell me, and I could get a little bit more time on loads or put time in between our loads just to try to relax a little bit. But, expecting me to wake you up is unacceptable. And it's different if I'm driving and I'm going to take my 30-minute break, or I'm going to stop at a fuel stop, and you say to me, hey, I'm going to bed and you're going to stop 4 hours into my break. Could you just wake me up so I can run in and go to the restroom or buy some soda or whatever? That's different from, can you wake me up for me to do my job? It's a little bit different. That's not my responsibility. It's a real pet peeve to trainers. New people don't understand the urgency of the loads. So we have like a hurry up and wait type of concept that military people are used to. It's hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, we got to get there. One of the reasons why we try to leave so early and we have that rush kind of mentality, it's not just to expedite the load, it's also because we're going to hit construction, detours, accidents, weather, all kinds of city traffic. There are things that are going to happen, tire blowouts. One incident that happened when I was fairly new was I left really early on a load, and I got laughed at by a couple people because I left so early on the load. And it turned out I had a tire blowout on the way. I sat on the side of the road for 3 hours, and I still got into my customer on time and was in a door 2 hours before my appointment. And when my fleet manager came in that day, he said to me, I was reading the messages going back and forth on your truck, and I did not think you were going to make it on time for that delivery. Good job. You're off of rookie status now. 2 months in, and that's how I got off of rookie status. So, that's just one thing. That's a big thing. Be an adult. Follow directions. And I don't mean to sound like a first grade teacher, but the point of training and being new is you don't have judgment yet. You're not really sure what you're looking for. You're getting in the habit of trying to look at everything as opposed to just focusing on one or two things. So as a trainer, if I'm sitting in the passenger seat, I'm looking at all my mirrors and I might see something that you're not paying attention to. So if I say, stop, I mean stop. It doesn't mean stop down there. It means you need to stop. You just almost hit something. You're about to hit something. I might say, you need to slow down. That, you know, or you need to get distance between you and the car or vehicle in front of you. That is because you're driving. You are responsible. And I think this goes back into the being an adult type of mentality. As a trainer, it's not going on my license if you hit somebody. And I'm not the one going to get arrested if you hit somebody and kill somebody in the car in front of you, because you wanted to sit there and argue with me that you're safe at a safe distance at 100 feet behind the vehicle when you should be 350 feet behind the vehicle in front of you. So when you slam on your brakes and the truck keeps going, who's at fault? It's not going to be me. It's going to be you. And I had situations where I'd be like, slow down, slow down, slow down. You need more distance. You need more distance. Yeah, I know. No, you need more distance. You know, I personally don't want that kind of combative type of attitude. I don't need that. I need you to respect the road. I need you to understand that when I say you're going downhill, put it in this gear. If you're on a 7% grade and you're kind of heavy and I'm saying, hey, you should be in 8th gear, I'm not making that up just to be nasty. I'm not making that up to be mean. And I'm like, okay, tap your brakes. You're going to go down with your jakes on, or, you know, slow down a little bit. It's not trying to be nasty. That is the learning process. That's the training process. That's my job. Your job is to comprehend and try to understand. And if you don't understand, then question me. Why? Some situations, I'm going to tell you to do something and I need you to do it right then. If I say don't make that turn, you don't have enough room, and you go and make it and now the tire is down a ditch, that's not my problem. It's your problem. It's not going on my license, my record. It's going on your record. I talked about in another video about being respectful to me and the training process and the trainer, and respecting the trainer's trucks. This is a big issue with me. I don't want somebody that's going to go rooting through my bags and my cabinets and my boxes and things like that. I wouldn't do it to a student, so I don't expect them to do it to me. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. Don't tell me how to spend my money. Those are kind of privacy issues that go beyond. The truck training program is so much different from any other company training type of industry that you would be in. When you live with somebody, there are things that are going to happen, and you have to understand that you need to respect each other and respect each other's privacy. And of course it helps if you have a more laid back personality and you're not argumentative and all that type of stuff, but the real important thing is being safety conscious. Don't treat this like it's a video game. It's not. This is not an easy job. People think, oh, well, I just got fired from this job in my office and I'm going to go be a trucker because I see online that there's a trucker shortage. Not everybody can do this. It takes a certain kind of personality. So that's probably even another one. Attitude makes a big difference. Your attitude. Here's an example. I went into the terminal and I was supposed to go pick up this woman. She didn't know who I was though. I knew who she was. I just happened to meet her in the cafeteria at the terminal, and she was at first asking me questions as somebody who was curious to meet an experienced driver. And as we start talking, every question that I answered, she then combated saying, well, I don't see why you think that. Well, you know, that bridge isn't a big deal, because I think I said in a story on one of the videos that I don't drive over the George Washington Bridge. I still don't do it, and I do not put myself in risky situations. That's how I haven't hit anything in years. So, you know, she was from New York, and she was like, well, I drive that bridge all the time. That's not a big deal. Oh, okay. Well, This is somebody that hasn't ever driven a truck by herself, or, you know, only drove the truck while with her permit. Let's put it that way. She didn't even have her CDL yet. And she's telling me what the bridge is like. And then I said, okay, well, say it's not that bridge. Say you just don't like driving through Wyoming, then there's ways that you can get around. Oh, well, I don't care about that. I'll just do whatever I have to do. Okay. So anything I said, it was going to be, oh, snow's not so bad. Oh, this, you know, whatever. I don't need to sit there and have that. It's one thing to say, well, why do you do this? But it's something else, the whole attitude and the mentality and just the way of speaking to somebody that's belittling. I wouldn't want to do that to you, so I don't expect that to have done to me. But yes, people have differences of opinions. That's fine. But like I said, there's a reason why I'm the experienced one and I'm the trainer and you're the student. So that's sometimes comes into conflict. And just when people are just miserable in general, and they're not the kind of people that accept responsibility. When somebody's always the victim, it's always somebody else's fault. You know, did you ever listen to somebody and it's, oh, well, he cut me off so I had an accident. No, you had an accident because you didn't expect that person to come, who was flying up your side. Once you see somebody flying past you, you should know something's gonna happen. They're probably gonna cut me off. When somebody comes passing me, I slow down to give them that kind of room. So the majority of the time, I don't get cut off like that because I'm already expecting it. Now, that's something I did even when I was driving a car. So I don't understand how people are like that driving trucks. But anyway, if you're constantly putting blame elsewhere, you're not improving yourself either. You're not acknowledging the mistakes you're making. You're blaming others. So therefore, you're going to continue to make those same mistakes. You'll never improve yourself. Not only that, but you're not going to gain the credibility of dispatch and your company because they know they're going to be the brunt of your blame for if you're late. Oh, well, dispatch didn't change my appointment time. Well, you had 12 hours to drive 2 hours, and now it's your fault. It's their fault that you didn't get there. You didn't plan properly. You didn't leave when you should have. You know, there are just some people that blame everybody else for everything, and they're always the victim. And that kind of person is not somebody that I want on my truck. So those are a few things that give you an idea of the kind of student that I would be looking for as a trainer, and ways that you can make sure that attributes that you can apply to yourself and develop those traits. And most likely you probably already have them, but there are a couple people every once in a while you just got to tweak some things. But thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you are a trainer, please put in the comments below anything you think I left out or needed to be said that I didn't say. And thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. And I hope to see you out here trucking along after you pass your license and go through training. Because I don't want to see you before you know what you're doing. You might hit me. Bye.